Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Talking Shop channel. We got a short little project today. It's not going to take too long. We should be able to finish it today. We got a little fab job out in the shop, so grab a seat and follow me out in the shop and I'll show you what we got going on. Okay, so we're out here in the shop and what we got is we got my grinder stand. Bought the grinder stand from Harbor Freight. It's $60. Bought it a couple years ago. Not too impressed with it, although keep in mind when you buy a $60 grinder stand from Harbor Freight, you are in fact getting a $60 grinder stand. So there it is. Nothing real special about it. Biggest problem I got, height and everything is okay, it's not too bad. The biggest problem I've got is when you turn it on, it vibrates across the floor. So that's what we aim to fix today. Now it does have holes in the mounting base. I could just drill into my concrete floor and mount it. I don't like to do that because that makes it permanent. I can't move it. It will always be stuck in that spot. If I do move it, then it got holes in the floor. So I'm not going to drill into my concrete floor and mount it that way. I'm going to mount it to a weight. But I've seen guys use brake drums, semi-truck brake drums. That would work. That would also allow you to kind of like roll it like a barrel. That would offer you some mobility. I don't have one of those, although I work at a truck shop. I could drag one home, no problem. What I do have is I had this weight given to me. I'm assuming it's a crane weight by the way it's cut out, or maybe for a telehandler, or maybe a ditch witch. I don't know. It's heavy. I think it's inch and a quarter maybe. It's pretty heavy duty stuff. I got it set up here on the sawhorses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. And then we're going to bring this grinder stand up here, and we're going to set it on here and see how it sits. And hopefully we can configure it a way where I can drill and tap 3 holes in this weight, and we'll screw the grinder stand to it. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it up, and then I'll bring you guys back when I get the grinder stand on, and we'll take a look. Okay, so we're back up here. I got it all cleaned up. I went over it with the wire wheel. Knocked off the flakes, got the heavy rust spots kind of cleaned up a little bit, sprayed it off with brake clean. I picked the whole grinder stand up. I got it sitting on here and I got it pretty much centered. Looks like we're going to be able to catch all the holes. I got my transfer punch here, so I'm just going to hit her with a transfer punch. Hopefully make a mark. And sure enough. With a mark on that one. And it looks like we made a mark on all 3, so we're good to go there. So what I'm going to do is, the hole seems to be about 1/2 inch. I'm probably going to drill and tap for 7/16, just to give myself a touch of a leeway in case I'm off. So it looks like this. I did measure the weight. It's 1 inch thick. It looks like this is about 1 1/4 inches. So if I went with a 7/16 by 1 1/4 inches with a lock washer, that would be plenty. I'm going to go ahead and bust out the drill bit. Probably going to do her in a couple different steps. Work my way up to, I got to look up the tap size for 7/16, but we're probably going to do it in a couple different steps. Hopefully, my transfer punch made a mark in it, so I don't think they're hard. I don't see any reason why these weights would be hard. I guess it doesn't really mean anything. They could be, but my transfer punch went ahead and made marks in it, so I think we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and get the drill set up, and we'll punch some holes in her. Okay, guys, we're back. I got the 3 starter holes into it, 9/32. I was able to drill through it, so it is not hard. 25/64 is the tap size for 7/16 fine. So I've got a new bit here. We're going to finish rounding them out, and we'll go to tapping. Gotta be careful with this drill. This old Milwaukee 1/2 inch drill will come around and swat you if you're not careful. Alright, so I got the holes bored out to the tap size. I'm going to put the drill and the bits away. I'm going to get my tap and die set out, and we'll start tapping some holes. Okay, so here we go. We'll see if we can get this started straight. I've got a 7/16 fine tap. I've got my tap sockets. Getting this started straight is usually what I have trouble with, but I guess that doesn't look too bad. I wish I had a set of starter taps, but I don't. That's what makes the starting so hard. I'm trying to start a tap, trying to start a bottoming tap. It's a little off kilter, but next project we're going to do here in the shop is we're going to build a welding table. I shouldn't say a welding table. We're going to build just a general workbench. It's going to be made out of iron. I've already got some plans in my head how we're going to do it. I got a size worked out. It's going to be multi-purpose. So when we get little projects like this, we're not working off these rickety sawhorses. Sawhorse works great for cutting a 2x4, but getting into projects like this, they leave a lot to be desired. Alright, let's pull that out and see how we're doing. It's coming. We're about 3/4 of the way through. I'll clean the stuff out of my tap here. I think I'm probably due for a new set of taps too. This is an old Craftsman set. All right, I hear it going into the woods, so we're gonna go ahead and back out. I don't think we need to tap into the tabletop. Wow, this is just an old scrap, so it don't really matter. All right, let me grab a bolt. All right, there we go. There's the first one. I'm not going to bore you with the other two, but you get the gist of it. So when I get the other two tapped, I'll bring you back and we'll show you the final product. Okay, guys, so there it is. 3 holes drilled, tapped. I sprayed it down with Brake Clean again. Get all the cutting oil and all the chips off. Got it hanging from the cherry picker right now. Give her, she kind of had some gray paint laying around, so I'm going to give it a couple coats of gray paint just to keep it from rusting on the floor. And as soon as I get that done, the paint dries, probably be tomorrow sometime. I'll bring you guys back and we'll show you the finished product. Okay, viewers, welcome back. It's been a couple of days. Got everything mounted. Give her a couple coats of gray paint. Kind of blends in nice with the floor. Bolted down, got 3 7/16 bolts holding it down. I tighten up the bolts that hold the pipe to the base. Seems pretty solid now. Go ahead and plug her in here next to my drill press. Much better, much better. And I like that placement. Right next to the drill press, height seems about right. I think we're going to call that done, guys. Yeah, nice little project. Didn't take too long, just drilled a couple holes, tapped them. Wanted to get that done for a while now because every time I use the grinder, vibrated across the floor. So, yeah, nice quick little project there. We'll get you back here for the next one. I think we're going to fabricate a little bench for use here in the shop. So as soon as I get some plans together and get a steel list and get some steel bought, we'll have you guys back and we'll go on with the next project. Till next time, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, and we'll see you again here in the shop.